Because I knew he wasn't qualified to be my government. It was just because Chuma came with that advice. If Chuma didn't come with that advice, and that is the worst advice I've accepted in life, and that is the worst decision I've made in life, to have listened to Chuma and put him forward when I knew who he was. I was overwhelmed by the number of people who spoke to me about the issue of the consequences. And if we don't want to lose a friend, then we must swallow the bitter pill.
Well,
that Rivers State people, as a minister of transportation, what did you do for your people? 7 years, 7 good years. Are you interested in doing business with CCECC? This should be your last time to open your mouth to talk about this state, because you're a total failure as far as this state is concerned. Don't distract us again. If you distract us again, I'll say more things. That Nigerians, when they see you, they will pour you hot water. At least what I have, even your wife will leave you safe.
Former governor of Rivers State and former minister of transportation, Mr. Rotimi Ameachi, has revealed that Wike, the current minister of FCT, was seriously depressed, and that was why he nominated him for ministerial appointment. He added that he did not want to have a medical case within his government. That was why he nominated the depressed Nyesom Wike before his condition get worse. But in the twist of events, the former governor regretted his actions and decision to nominate Wike as a minister, tagging it as the worst decision of his life. As I bring you the full video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any latest updates about Nigerian and African celebrities.
Who recommended him as minister? A minister? You did. So you also recommended him, even though you knew that you were trying to manage him, you sent him to the federal cabinet. So in other words, it might be that you're saying this because both of you are not in good terms. He wants a good man to you. And yes, you don't recommend someone who...
I wish you knew those who are good men to me.
Mr. Ameachi, you wouldn't, if I'm your friend, you wouldn't recommend me if I'm a bad man. And
just listen. In politics, there are decisions you just implement. As a governor, there's what Nigerian politicians call you must consult. Now, by the time we were ready to nominate ministers, we agreed to nominate somebody, and we nominated the person. The person was accepted. Well, the person was not accepted, so we replaced the person with another person. Now, there's one ministerial nomination that came to the office of the chairman of the Governors Forum, which is the Minister of State for South-South, and it was given to me. Again, in this issue of Nigerian politicians, when they say you must carry us along, I came back home and said, listen, the president has agreed that I should nominate Minister of State for South-South. Who do we send? A friend of mine and his friend, who he brought to us, and now we own him as our friend because he remained with us despite the fact that this man went away. Chuma, who became my commissioner for commerce, now advised that our friend is a bit depressed since I removed him as chief of staff. That we don't want to have a medical crisis in our hand. I won't see the details. That if we don't want to have the medical crisis in our hand, we should please put him forward. That he thinks that the federal government can control his activities. So if we put him forward, he thinks that the president, he may not be as reckless as he'll be in the state.
so he was correct when
I said we did.
He was correct when he said that you tried to get rid of him when you nominated him to be minister.
I wish him luck. One thing I do in life is that if I'm privileged to nominate you, I finished. How you manage your position, what
no,
you do.
I'm saying that. I mean, that's what he said.
How can I?
He said
Don't
he said there was a sinister motive. That was why you nominated him. It wasn't altruistic.
Oh, that I was trying to get him away from Port Harcourt.
Yes.
Oh, first I've got him out of my government because I knew he wasn't qualified to be my government. It was just because Chuma came with that advice. If Chuma didn't come with that advice, and that is the worst advice I've accepted in life, and that is the worst decision I've made in life, to have listened to Chuma and put him forward when I knew who he was. I was overwhelmed by the number of people who spoke to me about the issue of the consequences. And if we don't want to lose a friend, then we must swallow the bitter pill.
It was actually in 2007 that Ameachi became the governor of Rivers State. His primary election victory under the platform of PDP was characterized with controversy. After he contested and won the primary election, his name was substituted by the party and replaced with Celestine Omeya. Ameachi challenged this action in court with the help of Wike. The case eventually got to the Supreme Court. He became governor on 26 October 2007 after the Supreme Court ruled that he was the rightful candidate of the PDP and winner of the April 2007 governorship election. He made Wike his chief of staff, a position he used to reward him for standing with him during the hard times when the case was still in court. However, the two politicians fall out on each other. Just as a Nigerian man will tell you, there is no permanent friend in politics, and there is equally no permanent enemy in politics. Their quarrel got to the stage that they begin to call out each other on social media. In one of the interviews granted by Ameachi, he called Wike his employee, that without him, Wike wouldn't have gotten to where he is. In his response, Nyesom Wike claimed that he was the one that made Ameachi governor of Rivers State. Quoting Wike, "I was the one God used to make Ameachi governor. I will even give you a tape from what he said in the church, that after God, I am next." But when he was talking the other day, saying, "I was his staff, his employee," I said no problem. Going further, Wike asks, "How do you call someone who made you a governor an employee?" When he became a governor, he asked me, "How are we going to run this government?" And he offered me to be commissioner of finance, but I said no, let me be in the chief of staff office. That time, I made him governor. I had power to choose. People know in this state. In one of the events held in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, Wike was seen mocking Ameachi, tagging him as a total failure as far as Rivers State is concerned.
Tell Rivers State people, as a minister of transportation, what did you do for your people? 7 years, 7 good years. Are you interested in doing business with CCECC, standard gauge, and the other gauge, up to now low gauge? You have not studied from Port Harcourt to Medicine. Show Rivers people what you did for them. When I was a minister, a junior minister in that matter, I brought Faculty of Law, University of Port Harcourt. As a junior minister in that matter, I brought Oil and Gas Polytechnic in Bonny. As a junior minister in that matter, I gave grants to Kenule Polytechnic and Ignorance University. As a junior minister, I renovated most of the secondary schools in this state. Tell us, as a grade A minister, what you brought. You think you can deceive that state again? So please, it should be our last time to open your mouth to talk about this state. Because you're a total failure. As far as this state is a total failure. Even what is supposed to come to us, you block it. But we didn't bother. You think you will not finish as a minister, you have left. I hear you can't even enter Villa now. All those people you intimidate police people, army people, it's over. When you used to tell them the president's angry with you, now go and tell them, and they will tell them which president are you see. You are seeing no president. So for me, I'm very proud of myself and my team. I'm proud that I have done something in this state. Yes, I may not have satisfied everybody, and I know majority of the people of this state will say this administration has done a lot to improve our state. So don't distract us again. If you distract us again, I'll say more things. That Nigerians, when they see you, they will pour you hot water.
Wike, in the other hand, accused Ameachi of a sinister plan against him when he was nominated for ministerial appointments. The whole interview actually came up amidst the fights going on in Rivers State between Nyesom Wike, the minister of FCT, and his successor, Sasim Fubara, the current governor of Rivers State. Wike accused Fubara of tampering with the ladder that helped him to climb up. It might interest you to know that last week, Sim Fubara ordered the demolition of Rivers State House of Assembly complex in response to the 27 PDP lawmakers that defected to APC in order to push for a move for Fubara impeachment, an action that has made Asari Dokubo, former Niger Delta militant leader, to warn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to call Wike to order. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.